Hey there, I'm Pastor Arthur, and I'm here again with Kim Melnick to talk about the guiding principles for our outreach ministry. In this series, we've covered the first 3 principles of working with people in hard places. If you haven't checked them out, go ahead and do that. We've talked about how the most important need of the people we serve is always spiritual, how we want to focus on development, not betterment. So we see direct giving as an exception, and we want to focus our efforts on those who are willing to be a part of discipleship relationships.
So that leads us to principle number 4. We must take the time to get to know people, to know their stories. Most of them are going to have trust issues, so it may take some time. And as we're building these relationships, we need patience. We are going to need to ask questions, realizing that they may not tell us everything, especially in the beginning. But early on, it's going to be real important to get full names, to ask about addictions, criminal history, that kind of thing. Ask about their family and who else is helping them. There may be times we even have to ask for a drug test as well. But in all this, we also want to ask about their dreams, their aspirations, their strengths. What are they good at? What do they like to do? What are they working towards? What inspires or motivates them?
Yes, that's really helpful. People in hard places can be so focused on their problems and what is wrong, so it can be really powerful to help them see themselves as someone created on purpose for a purpose, as we often say. It's also important that we are good listeners. So I'm a fan of taking notes on my phone, either during or after a meeting, because it just can be a lot. And it's important to know going into this type of ministry, this all takes a lot of time. It requires that we get uncomfortable, that we die to ourselves and die to some of our own wants and desires. But isn't this what the gospel inspires us to do?
It sure does. I'm reminded of Romans 12:1 and of how God's mercy does inspire us to live sacrificially. So that's a wrap on Principle 4, and I hope you'll join us for the last video in this series.